Yo guys and girls, what's up? It's Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with another video. Now this is a little bit different from what I normally do. As you can see, I am on the ARC community forum site, and I'm sure some of you are at least starting to hear about this, whatever this is. Now before anyone's like, oh, I know what it is, no one knows what it is yet. They've been pretty tight-lipped about what they've told us so far. And this is kind of like a little update of, there are a total of 3 different major opinions at this moment in time. Now this is a countdown to something. Thing number 1, pretty easy to figure out. If you're on this, you can see it's called the visitor, so on and so forth. You get sent to this little thing. We'll go there in just a minute. But basically, if you go to ARC's main site, the survivethearc.com, you're going to go ahead and end up at this right here, and you'll see this countdown timer. Now, it'll also give you the option to click something. So you go down here, click this guy. Now, when you click this guy, what happens is you end up loading something up. And it's kind of funky, I think is a good way to put it. Because when you look at this, well, first off, it takes a little bit of time to load in, and it's like a countdown timer of something that's about to happen. Now you can kind of like scroll around. I know, sorry, my internet is being a little bit funky right now, so it's taking a while. So it'll load in a second here. But all this stuff is kind of just happening around you. Now there's sound, there's all kinds of stuff, and you can see that there's stuff flashing on the screen here, and I know it's quite awful. My internet is being like, no, we don't want to work. But anyways, there are 3 theories right now at this moment in time. So in the countdown timer, the last time they released a countdown, what actually happened was we got the extinction map, which is kind of cool. So I don't know if you guys remember it, but when that extinction map came out, they kind of did this similar thing with a countdown type of thing going on. Nothing special, nothing super great, but it was still pretty cool that they kind of released this countdown. You can interact with a lot of this stuff, by the way. It's kind of cool. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's a lot of stuff, though, so unless you have really, really good internet, it takes some time to load in. Now, theory number 1. This is a new map. This countdown timer that you see back over here, this right here, this countdown timer means that in 2 days they're going to announce the release of a new map, which is happening sometime this year again, later in December from what I have heard. However, I don't think that's the case. Now let me tell you why. If you go back over here, there's really no indication, as you can see it's still counting down. There's no major indication that this is something that is going to be a map. It almost looks like you're inside of an arc and something's about to die, so on and so forth. So the second theory is the one I believe the most. There is going to be an update on the maps. Now, the theory that I've heard the most is there's a new map. However, there's a little biome thing right here, and it's kind of funky how it works, but still. In this new update, I think that they are going to be bringing something new to Valguero, whether it's rock drakes, it could be some sort of funky update like they do sometimes with the turkeys. I think this is not going to be a map. I think it's going to be some sort of update. I don't know. If you haven't seen this before, go ahead and comment below what you think it is. But that's the second theory, that there's going to be some sort of funky update with like rock drakes or reapers or something to be added to the new map. Now, the third and final thing that a lot of people are starting to believe is that this is going to be some sort of event like they had with the actual, I don't know if you remember it a while ago, but they had like that, it's like the fossils event where you could pull things out of the ground, and they had a countdown timer for that as well. So this could, in theory, be one of those 3 things. There's also a million other possibilities. It could be nothing and they're just messing with us because they think it's funny, which I don't want to believe is true, but it is ARC. They could totally do something like this. But here's the weird thing. Now, this is why I don't believe that it's going to be some sort of new map, because it's called the Visitor. This right here is some sort of Homo sapien, Homo deus, whatever you want to call it. And I think that there's going to be an update that releases something like this onto the maps, or maybe there's some sort of NPC that's going to mess with you or something along those lines. I don't know enough about it yet because we still have another 2 days until it, we actually get updates. Every day they release a little bit something more, so I'll try and keep up to date with this on you guys because they're just adding things to this right here. Now, as you can see, it's kind of funky. If you play it over here and zoom in really far, kind of try to zoom in for you. Right over here, there's 4 different biomes. It shows you air, fire, wind, and ground, or some sort of like funky looking ground. So it's just a weird thing. We don't really know what it is, but this is kind of just like an update video telling you what's going on. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out for yourself to kind of get yourself in a little opinion. But obviously that's up to you. So in my opinion, I'm thinking that this is going to be some sort of weird update, that they update the maps and add some sort of event or something like that. I don't think it's going to be a map, but that's my personal opinion. I'll keep checking it out and keep you guys updated. But if you don't mind, leave a like and a subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I will keep you guys updated with new content. All right, Teachers Game 2, out.